On Monday, Senate Republicans began confirmation hearings on Amy Coney Barrett as they try to rush through their nomination before the election. And it's very likely that, of course, it's very possible that they will be able to push this through and to get her confirmed. So now they're saying that, well, we're only doing so because we need to fill it as soon as possible. We've got a month, less than a month to the election. So this is absolutely unprecedented how fast they're trying to push this through, how close to the election. And so they say, well, we're doing so because, you know, it's our job. We are constitutionally mandated to give Donald Trump's nominee a hearing before the election. All right, well, sure, that is part of their job. That's true. The only issue, of course, is that these same Republicans just years ago blocked the nomination of Merrick Garland for a very, very long time. And not just Merrick Garland, of course, but numerous Obama-appointed judges all over the judicial system. In fact, I've got a video here that's talking about this. But I got to ask, hey, Republicans, what happened to your constitutional duty? I mean, back then. It's too close to an election. And so it's an election year. We're too close. You get to the end of Obama's second term. We can't do that. We just can't do that. You know, it wouldn't work out very well. We need to give the American people a voice. Well, this time they're not at all in favor of that. And so let me go to this old clip here from Mitch McConnell that has resurfaced to show you how they feel, how Mitch McConnell felt about blocking Obama's judges for so long. Take a look.
I was shocked that former President Obama left so many vacancies and didn't try to fill those positions.
I'll tell you why. I was in charge of what we did the last 2 years of the Obama administration.
I will give you full credit for that. And by the way, take a bow. All right, that was a good line.
That laugh. It's weird. It's almost as if Mitch McConnell is openly admitting to massive obstruction when it comes to Democratic justices. And not only that, admitting it, but he's taking joy. He's like, I'm the one who did that. I blocked Obama's judges for a very long time. Yeah, he's happy about it. He's proud. Yeah, I did it. Yeah, I didn't give them a hearing. That was me. And then later on, turns around a couple years later and says, oh, no, you can't possibly try to block us from at least giving this judge a hearing, Amy Coney Barrett. I was like, how dare you? Unfathomable. How dare you Democrats even consider it? Which, by the way, the Democratic Party isn't even fighting really very hard on this issue. They're really not. I mean, they've taken, Nancy Pelosi kept talking about how many arrows she had in her quiver, and then she's like, those arrows, we can't use that one. That one's mean. That one's also mean. We can't do that. So, we just might as well just hand over the whole quiver, because we're not going to use them. Seriously. It doesn't really matter. Oh, by the way, vote for us. And give us money, more importantly. Oh, wonderful. Yeah, great. So now the Democrats do say this. They say, well, Mitch, this is not really cool that you would do something like this. We're not going to really fight it, but maybe you should, be a good person and wait until after the election. To which Mitch McConnell says, what are you, stupid? This isn't about fairness. No. This is about power. Power is power. And I forget who says that, but they're absolutely right. Power is power. That's why Mitch McConnell understands power, and he wields it unabashedly. Okay, he doesn't give a damn about being a hypocrite. He's absolutely proud of it because it helps his power. In fact, he told Fox News this, quote, "The most important decision I made in my entire political career was not to fulfill a Supreme Court vacancy." And why is that? Because he ensured through that one act of obstruction that conservatives will dominate the courts, the lower courts, the lesser courts, which are very important for the foreseeable future. as well as the Supreme Court, meaning that he has rendered future Democratic administrations powerless on a lot of issues and have also emboldened future Republican ones. It is a masterstroke that both Democrats are willing and unable to stop, or unwilling and unable to stop. They don't have the Senate. They refuse to use the limited tools that Congress actually has. Again, I said they took the quiver and they basically just gave up. And because they're too hung up on civility and decorum. And despite evidence going back years and years, still perpetuate this myth that Republicans operate on good faith. They don't. They don't operate on on good faith. Even going back to Obama when he said back, I don't know, what was it, 2012, 2014, something like that, that the Republican fever, anytime, it's going to break anytime, and then they'll be willing to work with us. It's not a fever. It's not a fever. It's who they are. Power is power. Understand. And what we need to do is we actually need politicians that understand that and are willing to use power when they're given it. We need to elect progressive Democrats who are not afraid to wield power like McConnell does, or we lose in perpetuity. And the establishment Democrats, they're not going to save us because they don't care to represent us. If you enjoyed this video, please give us a like and share with your friends. You can subscribe and help out the channel by becoming a patron. It's patreon.com/Jeff Waldorf, or you can become a channel member as well by hitting the join button below.